What is up, everyone? I'm just being myself, doing whatever. I'm actually live on Twitch and Kick, but I'm also broadcasting from my phone, just, just to cover my face, basically. All right, it's just to only cover my face, and it's not going to do much. All right, it's not going to do so much, right? Okay, so what actually happened is, okay, I got a phone holder, but I tried to stream on TikTok, and it didn't work because apparently the feature of the feature of the live chat itself makes it dangerous. So they restricted me. It made sense. I'm gonna go back to the TikTok live in a day. So basically, that'll be fine. But basically, lesson learned: don't go live while you're on the wheel. Okay. I made it short too, just to make sure that you actually, you guys got an idea, of course. Damn it. But I guess that's something. I'm not going to. No, I didn't get into any accidents. Don't worry. Oh man, if only I actually knew about that, bro. If only I knew about that, and then I didn't just do whatever, dude. Dude. It's just there really has to be something, bro. Hold on. What? Okay. Oh my god. First, you got one thing. Oh my god. They already took screenshots. Oh my god. They already took screenshots of this thing, and he still chooses to. Oh my god, Oh my god, he is such an idiot, dude. Look at this. Look. Okay. I'm also going to show it on stream because this is important. Because this has happened once to Johnny Somali's thing, okay? What happened to your Discord, Johnny Somali? Looks like you wiped it clean again. So much for free speech, you hypocrite. You even took out live videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, people take advantage of free speech. Yeah, Johnny Somali doesn't know anything about free speech because he keeps abusing that shit. We usually advocate for free speech in the server, but unfortunately, too many people take advantage of that. That's the thing. He doesn't know free speech. He's abusing that shit. Yeah, right. This is only because cops in Korea can use all this shit said here against the retard. I've saved all the message logs for that exact reason. I knew this would happen. I'll make some. Oh my god. Oh my god. A lot of people are just turning on him for this. Oh my god. The number of people, there are more and more people just saying this. Yo, Jessica, Tinka, hello. I am just going live. I'm just going to live around and just making sure to let you guys know. Well, I got restricted on TikTok. That's why I actually went here. Hey, it's not exactly a new thing, okay? But basically, it's better you don't get restricted too much. Yeah. Basically, don't restrict too much. Rrr. Anyway, just saying that's how it is. All right. Also, basically, since you guys are here, maybe you guys should see it again. Johnny Somali got it. Johnny Somali purged his Discord again. He did it again. Oh my god, he is such a sad boy. He's such a sad boy, a nuisance streamer who is so sad, and then he's gonna be going behind bars soon. Well, he's not exactly going to be. This is going to be something. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell is this, dude? Whatever. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. There are really just those who like to actually support the guy. There are really just those who actually support a degenerate. Degenerates support degenerates. Let's just be real. And yes, they also get into my chats. because there are degenerates who like to see degenerates do shit. Yo, Justin, shout out to you, Justin. You want me to say hi to you? Hey, you should at least leave a like and stuff. Okay, you should at least leave a like and stuff. At least acknowledge that you're lurking. At least acknowledge if you're lurking. Yes, I saw. Yes, I saw. You didn't need to send that, but you did anyway. Thank you for whatever that was. All right. Thank you for whatever that was. Yes, I did. Degenerates like to support degenerates, guys. Let's just remind ourselves. It's gonna be the hard part of how the internet works. That's the reality. That's actually the fucking reality, bro. Yeah, that's how it is. Of course, the number of people. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Appreciate the praise. Anyway, I'm just gonna check out if there's anything interesting on my YouTube. The main footage, if you actually are interested, is in my Twitch and Kick. But right now, I'm just gonna do something else. So, nah, it's not exactly a game. Oh, did I prioritize? Did I categorize this as a game because as a game on the YouTube thing because I didn't actually think there would be a category in this one. Nah, not on this one. Well, actually, reaction first and then CS2. The reaction first and then CS2. But it's not possible for me to actually show the footage on YouTube now because I'm actually broadcasting via phone. So hold on, let me just check if I can't. Nah, I can't. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Anyway, that's just how it is. It's actually CS2, but I'm gonna be ending the stream in a few hours because I got shit to do in the morning. I got shit to do in the morning anyway. So yeah. Okay, let's read the first. Oh my god. No, please. It's gonna be in a few hours. Hey, if you're gonna be the attention hogger in the chat, don't even try, bro. Don't even try. Don't even freaking try. Also, audio, the desktop audio is on my Twitch and Kick. If you want to actually hear it yourself, just do that. Anyway, when it comes to serious reactions, I will be pausing the background music. But when it comes to other stuff, yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm actually looking at news in relation to virtual. Wait, do I have to go for virtual YouTubers today? Nah, I don't think so. But I'm just making sure. Okay, massive YouTube. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I've heard about this. Massive YouTuber charged with attempted murder has meltdown in court. Listen, this is the problem with you. This is the problem with that creator in general. Okay. He takes pills. He takes medication. Okay? He is sober. And the thing that you do not do is the thing that you do next while you're sober is just stop taking medication. For some reason, the stupidity in his mind is because he stays sober from alcohol, but he stops taking medication. Really, just really, it's just not worth it. That's just shit. That shit is just not worth it. Okay. Sure. Sure. I'm just making sure that I'm looking at stuff, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'll be moving on to another. I thought I would actually be. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I fucking knew it. Oh, I knew it. It's a good thing. Oh my goodness. Saba. She actually appeared. She actually appeared, bro. Oh my god! And also, yeah, if you get edits for a good reason, okay. So, Dun, 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 dun. No, but actually, this is the 1 hour loop though. That is the problem with this. Hold on. Isn't the BG? Is this the BGM? Oh no, no, this is the beginning. If I'm right. Mm-hmm. At least I'm hearing it correctly. Okay. Oh my god. What is going on with the liver? Dun, 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 dun. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I see. Okay then. Okay, 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 okay. That's something. Understood, understood. Mm. You're not banned. You're. There are just messages that are inappropriate. There are just some messages that are inappropriate. Okay, just making sure that you understand. You do you, but be appropriate as much as possible. Okay, in chat. I always promote being appropriate in chat. Okay, just making sure you understand that. Just making sure you understand that. Okay. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm just making sure I look at shit. Alright. Alright, good. I knew it. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's continue doing what we gotta do. Yeah. What? Oh, wait. This is not Saba. This is Shrimp. Is this a fan channel? Yes, I think it is. Holy shit. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Okay then. Okay then. Fine, 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 fine. That's just fine. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. If you guys actually want to listen to my main desktop, it's on Twitch and Kick. If you like to actually sync it to Twitch and Kick, then you can do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just that it has a 5 second delay. There is just a 5 second delay on the actual thing on Twitch and Kick for now because there were times that it was stopped and then it continued shit. It continued playing. Sameko Saba. Thank you. Right, 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 right. The thing that you, by the way, when it comes to trolls, I implore you, do not troll. I implore you to not actually give me troll messages and then just tell me something that's clearly not true, but basically, yeah. I'm just making it very clear, okay? I'm just making it very, very clear. Hold on. Maybe I should. Nah, I'm not gonna retouch. And then as for the green screen, no, I'm not gonna do that. Jeez. Oh, so you can do that, but okay. So basically, the lens of the actual thing is actually clear. That's why this is good. You know. I'm live on Twitch and Kick if you guys actually okay if you guys like to actually look at shit. But hold on, I will at least try to let you guys know because desktop sounds and footage on my Twitch and Kick if y'all are interested. Give the reactions and comments before concluding. Including stream platforms. Alright, including stream platforms, okay? Including stream platforms if you are actually, hold on. I'm gonna check first of you. I'm just going to be very, very clear about this. Please do not in any way start trolling, bro. Please do not in any way start trolling. Anyway, I already changed the description of the of my stream, so it already says that if you want to actually see the footage and the sounds, it's actually available. It's actually available on my Twitch and Kick. Anyway, with that said, I am going to get to a reaction. Just what am I going to react to? I'm not sure. There's just a scheduled maintenance activity in here. If it's about Vitaly Sidorovetsky again, I just don't know. Okay. But honestly, Vitaly is already in jail. The last thing that we heard is that he's got arrhythmia. Okay. The last thing we heard is that he's got arrhythmia and he's pretty much not having the best time in the Philippines. For being a nuisance streamer just like that and then just ignoring all local laws. I mean, seriously? Seriously? That's how he's going to conduct himself? Ignoring local laws just because? Bruh? Just because? I really hate it. I really hate those types of people who think they can actually be above the law, for fuck's sake, though. No one is above the law. No one should be above the law. Even I know this. How was he fucking raised? This is why he got disowned. This is why he got disowned by Russia, even by Russia. That's his home country, right? America doesn't like him, and Russia just reaffirmed. They like Russian citizens who are staying in the Philippines to not follow his example. Basically, they disowned him entirely. Okay? Yo, aviation. Good morning. I'm not exactly the one who's actually viewing chat all the time, so forgive me if ever I do not see some chats. But good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you who are actually at least checking things out, or who are just passing by because I'm just. If you guys like to lurk, I mean, it's okay. I actually don't mind if there are lurkers. I'm just looking for some stuff to react to before I proceed to my CS2 game because I don't know. I got a pretty busy day today. I got a pretty busy day today actually. That's why I thought, hey, let's try to do besides actually streaming on Twitch and Kick. I should stream a part of my thing onto YouTube because I got a phone. So I should probably be doing it with the other one. But unfortunately, this is a slower one, the Vivo V2026. But I'll see what I can do when it comes to using the Vivo V2026 the next time. Maybe I could, but right now I'm just gonna use this as my security monitor because I am keeping an eye on the front door. Okay, I am keeping an eye on the front door because I am expecting someone. Okay, right now I'm expecting someone, and I'm just making sure to just be attentive as much as possible. All right, I'm just being attentive, and I'm making sure I am a family man. I'm not exactly the father. I'm not exactly the father, but I am still the family man who's watching around the house. Okay, That's just how I roll. Just how I roll. Yup. Shopee. I go for Lazada, dude. Sorry. Sorry. I am not the type to go for Shopee because Shopee is, well, I'm not saying that Shopee is bad. It's okay. Sa Pilipinas. I mean, in the Philippines, it's fine. It provides a good service. It's just that there are certain products. Okay, there are just certain products and retailers that are considered fake or just I don't know. I mean, people just have to look at the descriptions of the items before they actually buy it. I mean, isn't that right? Anyway, what exactly are we? Man destroyed New York City with a fence? What is this? Okay. Okay, I think I found the first video that I'm going to be reacting to, at least for this morning. Queens man outsmarts New York City Democrats. So if you guys like to actually check out the desktop footage, definitely if you want to listen to my reactions of the thing you have to do is just go to my Twitch and my Kick. My EliteLenny223.car.co is actually available on my YouTube channel if you guys like to. Also, Lazada is a ruling retailer shit. I usually go for Lazada every freaking time when it comes to retail. Okay, aviation food, just like you know, that's my jam. I buy stuff from Lazada, and I'm a loyal. You can just say I'm a loyal customer. Okay. Anyway, Queensman outsmarts New York City Democrats. What? No. I'm just saying. Okay, there's no problem when it comes to law and order, but what is the story here? What is the story here? Even I don't know. Wait, wait. You can. Okay, you can. Okay, okay. Hold on, hold on. You can do that if there is a permit, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. You do not. Is this right? Blocking off the sidewalk too? You can block off you can block off parts of a building, sure, but not sidewalks. I can understand where he's coming from when it comes to blocking off shit, but not sidewalks. Even the sidewalk is public property, right? The heck? That's right. Okay, when it comes to parking spaces, Only parking spaces that have no markings of no parking at all in New York City. Yeah, those spaces can be used as parking spaces. Basically, those things are good. But why did he put that fence? And why would this story make us think against the policy of New York? If this is anything related to politics, I'm going to be a little cringe for this. If this is going to be seriously politics related, oh my god. If this is going to be politics related, for fuck's sake, please, please do not tell me this is going to be politics related, bro.
I started to hear his side of the story, and I realized that this man at the center of this controversy, the constructor of this fence, is not only the hero that we need, but he is in fact a man so good that we do not deserve him, because the crux of this particular story is that the city of New York decided in a lawsuit to remove themselves from any kind of accountability related to a situation that involved this sidewalk. This person was declared the owner of this property, and he is now taking back his property, rebelling against the city of New York, and as we know from that Star Wars Rogue One trailer, rebellions are built on hope.
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Okay, hold on. That's a lot for me to process. Hold on. This is a lot for me to process. Let me rewind a little. I need to rewind a little, then I need to watch it again. Hold on.
That the city of New York decided in a lawsuit to remove themselves from any kind of accountability related to a situation that involved this sidewalk. This person was declared the owner of this property, and he is now taking back his property, rebelling against the city of New York, and as we know from that Star Wars Rogue One trailer, rebellions are built on hope.
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
And now I have to say I am 100% in support of him because he has completely outsmarted the Democrats in the city of New York, and that is something that should be cheered. And now we're going to get into this. We're going to break this down. I'm going to cover all the twists and turns related to it. But before we do, I want to thank everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Except this is 2 weeks ago. I'm going to go for it.
77.
The money. Give me the money, okay?
Queens on 77th Street and 19th Road, there's an industrial lot where some pretty unsavory things wind up on the sidewalk. Finding needles and used condoms. Anthony Dellavecchia owns the property and Jane...
Oh, and no one... And if there's any property... And if there... Okay, now I get it. Okay, now I get the first part of this. Okay? Now I get the first part of this. Apparently, there is littering happening at the side of the house and on the sidewalk. And there is no one and there is no one from city services actually dealing with it. There's no one cleaning. There was just no one cleaning it. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. I think that's actually that's actually a good thing to be pissed off on. It's just wow.
January, a woman fell on that sidewalk on 19th Road. His security cameras caught it all. All I did saw was do a face plant. We got pictures of the cameras. In January, a woman fell on that sidewalk on 19th Road. His security cameras caught it all.
Wait, a woman fell on what? Hold on.
All I did saw was do a face plant.
Tripped, face planted on the. Oh my god, what happened?
Got pictures of her with her cell phone on the floor, her face there, the puddle of blood, and napkins.
Alright, so here's the setup to this particular story. As you can see, in January, there was no fence blocking off the sidewalk. There was no fence blocking off the parking. However, a woman ended up doing a face plant while walking down this particular sidewalk. And of course, he describes in great detail that there was a puddle of blood, there was napkins everywhere, and all this unnecessary information for you guys at this moment moment in time, because the actual point of this, to cut to the heart of the matter, is that she ended up suing not only him, but the city of New York, due to the fact that there was not maintenance in the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who's part? Who is usually responsible for the cleanliness of sidewalks? Honestly, if the city services cannot do it, it falls upon the owners, and that's what I. Oh my god! If city services cannot do it, it falls upon him or any of his employees. If it's actually a workplace, basically, it falls upon him or the workplace to actually deal with the mess on the sidewalk that's next to to his actual property. Shit, now I get it. Now I get it. But blocking off the entire sidewalk though? There are messes on the sidewalk, pool of blood, like litters and needles, like those. Basically, New York City, usual litters, and it's not a good thing. And then if someone trips on that sidewalk because of the mess, yeah, that's pretty much going to be that's going to be a pretty much thing for yeah. That's yeah. There's a real there's a real thing when it comes to this. Shit, bro, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. If only there was something done to actually. Oh my god. Why was this not handled properly? Why was this not handled properly? There should have been city services actually handling the maintenance of the sidewalk. That's not even. If man tripped in front of your house in the Philippines and you were sued, what would you do? Okay, kung ako, kung ako, kung ako tatanong mo, if you were going to ask me, if you were going to actually ask me, obviously, I cannot pay it monetarily, but for, first, yung yung una sa lahat, hindi namin okay, sandali lang wait. Tripped in front of our house, definitely, okay, usually it falls upon, okay, usually the immediate area, right? Hindi sidewalk, hindi, kasi in our case kasi, tripped in front of your house, obviously it's still within your responsibility. That in itself is not supposed to be disputed. That in itself is not supposed to be disputed because it is in range of your household na nangyari yon. But this one, however, this one is a particular case in which a sidewalk has a completely different area. Is a completely different area from a property. Kasi usually starting from sidewalks napupunta na sa public, usually on sidewalks only, napupunta na yan sa public pero yes, naintindihan kita, I understand you. If you're at a ramp, let's say if you're on the actual gutter, next in front of the house, that's a completely different thing. That's not a sidewalk. So basically, yes, it is still within your responsibility. It is still within your responsibility to actually handle some of the charges. Unfortunately, I must admit it is part of my responsibility to keep the front of the house clean. Ang pambihira, sandali lang. Considering na yun ang argument ko. As to how often, okay, wait lang Naisip ko, I haven't really fished out the entire story of this because I need to relate first to the entire story. Okay? Because I know I know what my stance is when it comes to cleanliness. It is considering that the front of the house is usually being cleaned up so that there are no messes at all. No one trips. The house is right next to a subdivision road. To describe the house itself, it's right next to a subdivision road, and the two ways that actually lead up to the house is the actual entrance to the actual main door and the entrance, the the hilled entrance to a garage, basically. So it's right directly next to road. There's no uh, there is no basically other space for a certain sidewalk. Basically, gutter and a house lang talaga yung sumunod sa kalsada. So I'm gonna get a bit more information on the video first before I really just fully answer your question. Pasensya na. I'm just trying to understand the situation by itself. Because here's what I'm thinking, okay? No one is cleaning the sidewalk that is supposedly part public. Pero, she tripped on it and she sued the property owner anyway. That's a little suspicious to me. Why the public, what, I mean the private owner. She sued the private owner anyway. Why the private owner and the city of New York? Bakit? Medyo suspicious ako doon. I am very suspicious of this detail. I am very suspicious of this detail. Why both? That's what I'm trying to piece together here. That's why I know what I'm going to say about when it comes to your question. I would definitely be I would definitely be answering to the liability in regards to injury, when it comes to injury in front of the house, in case that there are messes, in case that there are obstructions. That is actually clear, but I'm trying to understand. There is something else about this. There is absolutely something else about this that is not adding up. This case in particular about the guy in NIC.
Or some such other nonsense. But the thing is, this is where the plot twist ends up coming in, because the city of New York decided that they weren't really interested in this lawsuit. They weren't really interested in this particular sidewalk. So they actually pulled the property records and told him that he was the sole owner of this property. Therefore, he was completely responsible for her slipping and falling. And by the way, completely responsible for all the trash and debris that was on his property, not on the public property that is the sidewalk and the street.
That woman sued.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Property. Therefore, he was really interested in this particular sidewalk. So they actually pulled the property records and told him that he was the sole owner of this property. Therefore, he was completely responsible for her slipping and falling. And by the way, completely responsible for all the trash and debris that was on his property, not on the...
Basically, they included the sidewalk as part of his property. Here's the problem. The city doesn't want to even be remotely responsible for maintenance of that certain sidewalk. Well, shit. Well, shit. He is screwed. He is screwed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I do not want to be in his position.
The public property that is the sidewalk and the street.
That woman sued. The original lawsuit was for us, the city, every one of my corporations. The city refused the lawsuit. How could they refuse? They don't own the property. After that, Della Vecchia built this fence along its property, which...
I think, okay, Pilipinas. If the Philippine government gave Filipinos more frontage, they're gonna expand their homes and build a sari-sari store and not a fence, and not fence it. Yeah, I'm sure because it's Pilipinas, it's actually completely different. I think there's a completely different protocol when it comes to what the lot, what the actual land must have. So I think at some point, I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to housing development, so bear with me here, huh? Bear with me here. I am not an expert in housing development here. I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. Building codes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, exactly. Pero yung houses natin kasi, our houses are not supposed to have anything else in front of it, of course. It just depends on it really just depends on the original plans of the land. It depends on the original plans of the land and the actual buildings that are actually concerning it. Now, if you only have one house, it should stay just one house. It should stay just one house. If the Philippine government, as you were saying, gave Filipinos more frontage, I mean, kung kasali sa plano, if it is part of the if it is part of the actual land plans, if it is actually part of the building construction in the first place, then yun, only at that point, but no modification after that is allowed. Ang alam ko, no modification is allowed. Like you said, gutter, then front door. LOL is your design. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Exactly. You see, exactly. It's already part of the house design. That should usually. Oh, if there are little modifications like only the gate, those are still acceptable. Those things are still acceptable. They will not change the. They will not change the structure of the front of the house itself. But the things that you can do, like things that you can do, like the gate and anything else that is inside your own premises, those things, those things remain on you. Hindi nila hahabulin ng householder yon. Okay? Now, here's where it gets interesting. On this New York case itself, okay? On this New York case itself, narinig ko, the woman tried to sue New York City and